You ever get that feeling you're being watched? Just let me get my breath back. Whew. But what a view. You want to end up down there? This is why we do it. Hello people, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Lake District. If you've not guessed already, I'm in the Langdale Valley. I've parked the car at the new Dungeon Gill, not the old one, the new one. £10 for the night, or £6 if you just want to do a day hike. They've got a field at the front of the hotel that you can park in. Just go into reception, pay you £10, they give you a ticket to put in the windscreen. So I'm going to do a bit of a horseshoe today, starting with Loft Crag, which is where I'm going now. I'll tell you something, it's a lot steeper than I remember. And then I'm going to go on to Pike of Stickle. It's been a couple of years since I've been up there, and if I can, I'll show you the only camping spot on Pike of Stickle. Not camped on it myself. It's a bit too close to the edge for my liking. Then going to do Rossett Pike. Then going to drop down to Angle Tarn, up to Esk Hause, and then around to Esk Pike, and then on to Bowfell. And I might camp at the Three Tarns, or carry on to the Crinkle Crags and camp there. But it just depends on the weather. It's meant to be a bit overcast this morning, which it is, but as you can see behind me, blue sky's starting to come, which is what it's forecast for this afternoon. And then tomorrow it's giving a really good forecast. So right, carry on and huff and puff my way up here. Considering it's summertime, there's quite a bit of water running down the rocks. It's making them very slippy. You just got to watch your footing. Got a really nice view now. Still clagged in around Crinkle Crags. But yeah, you can see Pike of Stickle now. You can just make out Cold Pike behind it. And in the distance you've got Weatherlam, Three Tarns, and Lingmore. I always get that mixed up between Lingmell and Lingmore. But yeah, Lingmore fell over there. Camped on that one last year. And Side Pike at the bottom here, which I don't think you'll be able to make out. There's actually two little tents there. It's 11 o'clock. Should be gone really, but they're not. So yeah, I've just got this last bit to do, and then we'll go to the right to Loft Crag. So it wasn't to the right, it was actually to the left. So my bad on the directions. So just got this scrambly bit to go up. Harrison Stickle behind me. Not been up there for a while. Another one I need to revisit. Might do that one in winter. Alright, keep going up here. Let's do the one in hand. Stop planning other routes and other hikes. I'm always looking for other wild camping spots and thinking of other routes to do. I must have millions of them in my head. Stick to the one we're doing today. Loft Crag summit for the second time, or maybe third. 650 metres. It is a Wainwright if you're doing the Wainwrights. Stunning views from it. It's really opening up now. Still not clearing on that side where I'm heading, but yeah, this side, yeah, it's really opening up now. The wind keeps hitting me every now and again. It's not too bad. When the wind drops, starts sweating like mad. It's getting really hot and humid. And then the wind picks up, kind of cools you down again to the point where you feel like you need to put your windbreaker on, and then it stops and the sun comes back out. Right, I'll have a few minutes here and then Pike of Stickle, which is just next door to it. About to set off coming up, and battery went on the camera, so I have to put another battery in before I set off. Joys of being a YouTuber. I don't actually think there's anyone up here. I couldn't see anyone before. There are people behind me though. Nice little scramble. Helps if you got two hands, not one. Or you're not holding a selfie stick. No, there's no one here. I didn't think there was. Pike of Stickle. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, how much it's cleared over there now. That's the way I'm heading. All the way around, and then the crinkles have cleared as well now. Right, got 5-10 minutes up here. Oh, I'll show you that spot. It's quite well known. You may have already camped on it or know about it. As far as I'm aware, that is the only spot spot up here. Bring in actually. The only problem with it, and the reason why I've never camped here, I may do one day, I don't know. If you've camped here, you'll know. It's got one massive drop off. But yeah, this is the only flattish bit that's up here. There's loads of, all the big YouTubers have pitched here. So I'm sure you've seen someone camp here before. If you haven't, it's here. Right. Sun. Oh yeah. Right, 5-10 minutes here and we'll crack on. That's Pike of Stickle done. Just on my way back down now. So I'll just show you the route I'm going to take now. I'm going to follow it along here, and I'm going to follow this ridge, this first one, all the way up to Rossett Pike, and then drop down the back of it to Angle Tarn. So 2 months ago, I was on this path, walking the Cumbria way. There's the pile of stones behind me. So we're not walking the Cumbria way today. So we're going to follow this path, which will take us along that ridge. Look at that down there, it just reminds me of the surface of the moon. Not that I've ever been to the moon, but I imagine that's what it looks like, but not green. So look at it, Pike of Stickle, where we've come from. We've come all the way down here, all the way down, and then up this path. Clear as anything on this side. And look at it over there, where we're heading. It's actually, keeps spitting now and again, like it's going to start raining. Welcome to summer. But yeah, fantastic views over that way. Gallimara, Angle Crags. You can even see Skiddaw today, and that's usually in the cloud. Typical, isn't it? Wherever you're heading, that's in the clag. Right, nearly at the top of what they call Black Crag, and then we'll carry on and get to Rossett Pike. Tell you something, I'm glad I put my boots on and not my trail runners. It's boggy as hell across here. I mean, this is summertime. It's meant to be summer. It's meant to be dry. I did know, because I've been across this section a few times, and it's always boggy. But it's absolutely saturated. So yeah, glad I put the boots on. Right, Rossett Pike is just there behind me. So we've not got that far. And then we'll drop down the other side and then pick up the path that takes us down to Angle Tarn. Another bit of a scrambly one to get to the summit. Rossett Pike. I'm sure there's another summit over that side, I'm sure there's two. Don't know why there's two. Maybe it's over the other side. I remember last time I came here, sorry about the wind noise, two summits. Because the first time I came here, came to that one, and then the second time I noticed there was another one. I don't know why, but I believe that one to be the Wainwright one. Yeah, there's another one there, which is right on the end. I don't know if you can see it. So we'll make our way over to that one. So there's kind of another summit here, but it's definitely lower than that one. So I don't think this is a proper summit. But what a view! See Pike of Stickle over there where we were before. Down into the valley. It's getting windy again. Go up to Esk Hause. I'm going to follow all these tops along here. Right, let's get out of the wind. Well, let's get down to Angle Tarn. That's a lovely Angle Tarn done, which is behind me. Got for about 20 minutes. Had a chocolate bar and something to drink. There's too many people about to film, so yeah, I didn't get the camera out. There's actually 4 lads sat at the side of the tarn waiting to pitch up, so that's going to be home for the night for them. I'll tell you something, go outdoors must do quite well out of these OEX tents. So I've seen loads of them today. Is it an OEX Fox? Yeah, hanging off rucksacks and stuff. I must have seen about 4 or 5 of them today. I'm hanging off different rucksacks, different groups of people. So, right, I'm going to make my way up to Esk Hause, and then once at Esk Hause we'll veer off and make our way up to Esk Pike. Seems to get busy bits where there's masses of people, like them lot behind me. You can see them. And I don't see anyone for 10 minutes. It's like a coach pulls up and they all get off. Like a mass of people walk past you. And then nothing. No one. What is it with people when some people walk past you and they're like, hello, how you doing, where you going, oh, you're well camping, they want to talk to you and chat, tell you about their day. And then other people, nothing. No eye contact, nothing. Like you're not there, like a ghost. Yeah, we're going to walk past you and you're not there. Funny folk. See what I mean? No, the coach has just pulled up. So I've just stopped at Esk Hause for 5 minutes just to get out of the wind. It absolutely stinks. Why do people have to pee in wind shelters? So yeah, I'll get off in a minute, not staying here. And then we're going to get off up to Esk Pike, which is up there. So that's our next thing to do. Just talking to 2 women that are actually off up that way while camping. You don't really see many women while camping. It's usually generally blokes that are doing it, or lads. But yeah, it's nice to see 2 women doing it. They're heading similar direction to the way I'm going, and the bagging Wainwright, so yeah, even cooler. Right, a couple of minutes here, rucksack back on, we'll get ourselves up to Esk Pike. That's a good idea, or is it? I don't know if I'd leave my rucksack. Saves you lugging it up a hill. More people. And it's got windy again. Right, gonna be windier up there. Woohoo! I actually got caught up in a queue of people then, coming up here. Yeah, we're not got that far to go now. The summit. Oh, what's that mean about the wind? 1 minute it's blowing a gale, and then the next minute it's like someone just flicks a switch and turns it off. You know what I mean? No wind at all. Yeah, Esk Pike summit's there, just behind me. Yeah, there was a few people in front, and there was a woman right at the front, and she was struggling a bit. I hope she's okay. I think people come out for day walks, they don't realise, you know, how challenging this is. If you're not used to it, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but if you're not used to the conditions, there you go, the wind's back again. It can be quite tough on your body. I think they're behind me now. Right, Esk Pike summit. Esk Pike summit. Backed again. Whew. My wind's picking up again. That just leaves me Bowfell, which is there. Bowfell massive all in the clag over there. A few people going up there today disappointed for the views. Just the way it goes, isn't it? Right, let's get down off here. We'll get over to Bowfell. So if you are bagging Wainwrights, the summit that I went to, that person stood on it, that's actually the true summit of Esk Pike. But the one next to it, which is like a outcrop of rocks with another person stood on it, or they were, yeah, should be able to see two people. One stood on the cairn, one stood on the outcrop of rocks. The outcrop of rocks is actually the Wainwright summit. The one with the cairn on it is actually the true summit of Esk Pike. So if you are bagging Wainwrights, just make sure you do the outcrop of rocks. Because technically, we've not done the Wainwright one. Definitely a blowy one today. I don't know what the wind speed's actually been. I've not got my little Kestrel wind meter with me. But be around 20 mile an hour, something like that. So I'm nearly at Bowfell summit, which is just there behind me. There. So we'll bag this, and then we'll drop down to Three Tarns, and then make our way over the Crinkles. Bowfell summit. Windy. There's actually no one here. Let's get out the window a little bit. It's alright. You can see the great slab over there, which is there. So you can actually see the route that I've done. Come up to Pike of Stickle, and then gone all the way around down to Angle Tarn, up to Esk Hause, which is over there, and up to Esk Pike, which is that one, across and then up. So now we drop down across the Crinkles, which is there in front of me. Find somewhere to pitch. Right, let's get ourselves down from here. Get down to Three Tarns. A great slab there. Cool. First ever video I did on YouTube actually came up that. So I just stopped at Three Tarns for 10 minutes or so, just took on a bit of water. It's behind me there. So that's Bowfell up there, which is where I've come from. So I'm just going to make my way over Crinkle Crags and see what I can see. I've been over it a few times, just make my way up over that way. It's quite long, it goes on for quite a while, Crinkle Crags. Just find somewhere to pitch. I know there's a couple of little unnamed tarns, so yeah, see what I can find. So I found a terrific spot, got all pitched up, back in the Akto again, and then literally half an hour after I pitched, it's totally clagged in. I've been waiting probably about an hour for it to lift, and it's just not lifted. So it's just the way it goes, isn't it? There's not a lot you can do about it. I just hope that I get the views in the morning. It's forecasted to be nice and sunny. But yeah, it took me a while to find this spot. There's a little tarn just up there. So I've got my water from there, just like a little unnamed tarn. It's actually on the map. I'm roughly in the middle of the Crinkle Crags. So Three Tarns is that way, which is the way I've come, and then I'll head that way in the morning. But yeah, fantastic pitch. It's actually going dark as well, because it's blocking all the light out. It's 8:30 now, so I reckon I've probably got maybe another hour of days, you know, so-called daylight. So yeah, a bit annoying, but like I say, it's just the way it goes. So I'm going to get back in the tent, because it is actually quite cold. It's not freezing, but Yeah, it's definitely woolly hat weather. So yeah, get back in the tent. I'll just chill out, have something to eat and that, have another brew. But yeah, what a great pitch. All the Langdale Valley over there. Can't see bugger all. Right, so it's pretty much gone dark now. Totally clagged in still. Can't see a thing. Absolutely nothing. So I've just rehydrated my meal. I'm on something to eat meal. Chicken fajita and rice tonight. And bought a big can of cider with me this time. So I expected to be having this tonight. Sat on a rock, looking out over the Langdale Valley. Nice views. Maybe a bit of a sunset. But nah. In the tent, totally clagged in, pitch black. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? It happens. So just see what tomorrow brings. Right, so I'm going to have my food, off my cider, and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so I'm all tucked up, fed and watered. I've had my cider and my something to eat meal. I enjoyed it today. It was a good hike. Yeah, I did enjoy it. It's just a shame that once I'd eventually found somewhere to pitch, half an hour later it just completely clagged in, yeah, and the views were gone. I could see it when I was putting the tent up, like a really thick black cloud was coming in over Pike of Stickle, which is behind me. And at first I thought, I hope that's not like a big rain cloud. And then it just changed to like the clag, and yeah, it just all came around me, and yeah, that was it. The views were gone and they've not come back. So I'm just going to make myself an hot chocolate, and then I think I'm going to get some shut eye. So on that note, I shall see you all in the morning, and hopefully the clag's gone. We shall see. See you in the morning. Good morning. Well, it's cleared, and I've got views to die for. Look at that. Proper cloud inversion. Wow. So the tent's there. See it over there. But wow. Look at that. Why couldn't it have been like this last night? You just never know what you're going to get in this game. Totally clagged in last night. It went dark really early. And then you wake up to this. Fantastic. So I'm going to get a brew on. I've got a cereal bar to eat. And enjoy this for a bit, I think. Where I'm pitched, I'm well off the path. I'm quite hidden actually. So we do get any early morning hikers, they won't be able to see where I am. But wow, that'll do for me. Right, let's get the kettle on. Let's have a brew. I feel like I've woken up in heaven. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. People say to me, why'd you do it? Why'd you climb mountains on your own? Camp up there in the dark, all by yourself, carrying all that gear? There's your answer. Look at that. Tomorrow morning I'll be back at work. This will just be a memory. But what a memory. Right then, bags on back, we know the score, we leave no trace. Look at it now, sun's come out. I don't want to leave, but it's 8:30, so it's a bit late for me. Right, I'm going to take one last look over there. We'll leave all this behind and we'll make our way over the Crinkles. Right, let's get going. So that's the little tarn that I was on about. That's where I got my water from. It's just off the path, which is here. So I'm literally back on the path now. So just round the corner from where I pitched last night, you were straight into the wind. But I did earmark that little tarn there. You can see it. But when I came round, I was right into the wind because it was a westerly wind. And there was someone there with a big rucksack looking like they were deciding whether to pitch or not. So I just went back round the corner and pitched where I did pitch. Right. Up and over that next. And up onto the Crinkle Crag, the main Crinkle Crag. Look at this. This is just insane. Look at it. Mental. The highest point on Crinkle Crags at 859 metres. There are actually 4 other summits, so if you're doing the Wainwrights, there's 5 in total to tick off, but this is the main one and the only one I'm going to do today. As you can see, it's starting to clag in around me, so visibility is kind of coming and going. If I was going to do the bad step, I'd head that way, but I'm not going to do the bad step. I'm going to go around and drop down it. I'll show it you when I get to the bottom. Right, let's get going. So this is the bad step behind me. I've only ever done it once. Don't know if you can see it because it does keep clagging in. But yeah, you sort of get onto this first boulder and you sort of pull yourself up onto the second. But it's one of those climbs that once you sort of pull yourself up, you're kind of committed. You can't lower yourself back down because you can't see your feet. I did it a couple of summers ago. Yeah, it was fairly straightforward, but yeah, it is one of those scrambles where you're committed once you start it, sort of thing. Right, just going to finish off the rest of Crinkle Crags, and then we'll drop down and go past Pike. So that's the Crinkles done, which are there behind me. They do go on a bit longer than what you think, the Crinkle Crags. Doesn't look very far on the map, and it looks about that big. But when you're actually doing them, yeah, they do go on for quite a while. I just actually stopped and chatted to the lad that I saw at the tarn. He was weighing it up to see if he could get a pitch out of the wind, but it was just too exposed right into the wind. so we ended up moving on. It's nice to stop and chat to like-minded people, you know, people that are into the same as you, and talk about gear and where they're going next and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, really nice bloke as well. I'm just making my way down to Red Tarn, which actually is where I did my first wild camp many moons ago. So the tarn's actually there, and further up there in that outcrop of rock, if the camera will pick it out, is where I did my first wild camp. So I've got a pike of Blisco up here, and we've got cold pike up there. But yeah, I remember that camp well. I was absolutely wrecked the next morning. Back was killing me, feet were aching because I wasn't used to the terrain. The rucksack was way too heavy. I bought so much stuff, it was ridiculous. But years later, I'm still doing it. Absolutely loving it still. We all have to start somewhere, and for me, it was over there. Yeah, I remember that well. Right, I'm just going to cross this little stream, take a left, and then we'll drop down into the valley. So I've not got that far to go now. That was a slog coming down all that lot. There's lots of them daddy long legs flying around, and one of them just whacked me straight in the eyeball, so I put my sunglasses back on. So on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Really good hike yesterday, really enjoyed it. It's a shame last night I didn't get the views looking over the Langdale Valley, but this morning the mountain gods certainly redeemed themselves. Absolutely stunning cloud inversion over the Lake District. It's absolutely amazing to see. So if you've got any comments or any questions, please get in the comments box below and I'll get back to you. If this is your type of video, please consider subscribing, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll get notified next time I upload a video. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.